see if this works here. Hopefully I'm back. 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 But that was completely unplanned. So I'll wait here for a few minutes to see if you folks came back here on the Greg K6EGG live stream. All right, you're back. First one's back here. Scott, are you back in SonoBus by chance? Terry's back. Joe is back. Joe, you were third. Sorry, man. There's a couple things I have to do to get this thing started. So, all right, Sean. It's still transmitting actually right now, and it's not doing that. Although I'm gonna do some regular FT8 for a little bit and see if it starts doing that again. Now I'm getting RFI into my headset, which I wasn't earlier. Let's see if this works now. Yay. All right. I'm fully back. So I hope you guys like that part of the live stream. That was completely unplanned. HF is so much fun. I really enjoy messing with the antennas, and I don't know if you guys remembered when I saw that going on with, and it's not doing it now again. I'll show you the, oops, wrong one. I'll wait till I transmit again. Let me halt. So now I'm tuning on. Not even a budge here. When I saw that doing that, the first thing I thought of, what is touching what? Because I've had experienced that quite a bit. At least in the field at work. So basically that was throwing my match off. I didn't think it was. I had a hunch that was the way I had it set up. I hope Alicia did a good job for you guys. So I'm going to call this good for now until I see something obviously again. I'm going to go on 15 meter FT8. Scott, if you're in the... I'd love to see if you can get on SonoBus again. I wanted to discuss this with you a little bit and tell you exactly what I saw, even though I kind of did. Could you guys see very well? I'm interested to see how that video looked like. Alicia...
show your synced photos.
So we got a El Salvadorian. I don't know if I worked El Salvador yet. I'm going to try to work El Salvador right here on 15. That will tell me if it's working or not. Yeah, so I know that's not the best setup. And I'm going to be the first one to admit it. I know you guys are probably cringing when you saw it. It's the best I can come up with, especially for as quick as I did. I'm not in SonoBus. I'm not? Yeah, I am. Oh. Yeah, I'm in SonoBus. Well, so I got some new coax, and the coax is obviously a little heavier and bulkier. It's LMR 400 Ultraflex. So I'm in there. I'm definitely in there. She's going to hate that. She doesn't like doing on camera stuff. I'm definitely in SonoBus. So to make a long story short, which I thought as soon as I was thinking about what I did other than the coax, because I didn't think it was the coax because I ohmed it out and moved it around and stuff. I thought it was the mounting of the antenna, which it looks like it appears to be at this point. I'm not seeing anything. I'm transmitting right now. Or not yet. Give me a moment. I got to look at something too. Make sure I get the right. So Sam can get in. Sam, I'm going to send you the info real quick again, okay, pal? So basically, there's a couple little nuts and bolts attached to that thing. And it jarred a little bit as I put the antenna up. If you notice, this time I put the second tie wrap a little further down the painter's pole, which is metal right there. Looks like I'm working the Netherlands right now. So it seems to be working. So what I think is I had a little bit too much pressure where that loop was. So I made a bigger loop. I put some tape over where the metal pieces are on the antenna, which I'm getting a new antenna. It's actually going to have a mount I'm going to be able to, a bracket I'm going to be able to go to. So it just seemed to be the antenna touching metal, which I had to think about what I did and how I ran the cable. Yeah, I hear you.
Newbie.
Well, it moved from when I had it set up. So
I just wanted to come on here and say hi and tell everybody my voice is shot. And
you sound good. If you want to stay in and kind of comment when you can, you feel free.
I'll do my best, but my voice is just, yeah, it's not there.
So you saw me. Did you watch the outdoor live stream?
I caught the last end of it.
I want to see how that looked. I have to watch that after. But yeah, I would definitely say made a mistake. It's a rig setup, as you guys see. It's temporary. I'm doing something more permanent as soon as I get the other parts in. I might order a third mass.
My question is, why didn't you go with the 8010 instead of the 40?
I don't have the space.
So that's why you went with the 4010?
Yeah, because that's 132 feet. This is 60, or the one I order is going to be 63 feet.
Okay.
I think.
Well, it works. It works.
Well, it's going to be a half wave.
Yeah.
I don't know if I work this guy here or not. Oh, he got me. So, if you guys, now that you actually see my backyard, you see what type of situation I'm working in. I'm like literally butt against the fence on one side, and I only have like 2 feet on the other side. And I have a bunch of trees I don't really feel like going through, and my wife would probably kill me if I messed up some of the trees. So,
really,
of course. So where you saw me at the end,
I saw you walking in the house. I didn't see anything else.
When I strapped, looks like I'm working Sean there. I want to try you on voice here in a few minutes if you can. Nice strong signal in there, plus 18. I'm gonna not permanently attach, but I'm gonna attach the DX Engineering carbon fiber 34-foot mask to the decorative wood back there with some tie wraps. Yes, it's just gonna be more what's the word I'm looking for? A longer temporary setup, because I'm not going to be able to keep it up, obviously, in the wintertime with the wind here. I'm going to have to try something else, because I get like 100-mile-an-hour winds here.
Oh, okay.
But that's my plan. And when I put the other end of basically where you saw the ladder, for those of you guys saw that part of the stream, that mask will be up probably another 16 feet from where it is now. So the end of the antenna will be up, 34 plus 2, so 36 feet from ground all the way up, because it's in the planter. I'm going to attach it because there's like a 2-foot step up to the planter in the backyard. So I definitely think that will help a little bit, especially with the antenna cable, the LMR 400 I put on there. Now that seems to be working. I'm so glad it's not the coax.
What were you running?
Try again, my friend.
What were you running before as far as coax?
RG8X, 100 feet of it.
Okay.
And I changed to LMR 400 Ultraflex to 90 feet. I did the calculations on, in fact, I can pull this up right now. Where is that calculation page at? There's the infed. Got so much stuff in here. I'll just go off of this where I look so you guys don't see everything on here. Where did I have it? By the way, I'm in 344 Charlie as well, so if you want to jump in there. Meters? What are you talking about meters, man? We don't use no meters here in the United States, even though we probably should.
Yeah.
It makes more sense, trust me. I'm down with the metric system. So I did this. So I'm on 14 megahertz. It's kind of saved from last time. I'm running a 1.1, actually, believe it or not. And I'm running RG8X. Oops. Yeah, RG8X. So calculate. I have 22% loss on 100 feet. And that RG8X is 100 feet. So I'm going to go to 90 feet here. Oops, I'm sorry. It's 100 watts. I'm going to 90 feet here. And I'm going to go to LMR 400. I was thinking about getting 600, but it wasn't worth the...
No.
So I'm basically saving, actually, 13%, not 12%. Sorry. So I got 100 watts. So it's 13 extra watts is getting to the antenna. So to me, I personally think that's a big deal. I don't know how you guys feel about it. Let me know. I would love to see what you guys think about that in the chat. Is 13% loss a big deal to you on 100 watts? That's almost 25%. Well, it's 30. Well, it was 22%, so it's almost 25% I lost with the other coax, and now I'm down to 9. To me, that you got to try to make it work as much as you can. Your antenna feed line and your antenna is your station. Well, looks like I got a problem here. Is the coax warming up?
It shouldn't be. You said it's 100 feet?
90. Yeah, it's doing it again. Wonder what it could be. So it's probably something with the antenna. I'll let this cool off for a little bit. I'm going to try some voice. I could have cooked the antenna too.
Nah. You don't have an antenna analyzer, do you?
I do not. This is not the new antenna. It will be windy in the wintertime. We get something called the Santa Ana winds. Oh, man, there's all kinds of good stuff going on right now, too. Huh. So I don't know when the antenna's coming in. I'm thinking next week. I'm hoping next week. I'm definitely going to mount it differently. Something's getting hot. Something's touching something. I wonder if maybe something got moved too. I also have it comes with a pole installation plate. So I'll put that on the fiberglass antenna. So that bums me out. Now I can't work FT8 tonight. What sort of antenna are you getting? I am getting, you missed this part. Give me just a quick second there. Where did these hearts come from?
There's an icon on the bottom right side to where it you can hit it and you'll see floating hearts.
What's up, Colin? So this is 63 feet. So it's an in-fed half-wave 4010. The connection's pretty good. I'll definitely remount it right now. Just for shits and giggles. Pardon my bad language there. Definitely felt pretty good. It was worth a try, though. It's the first day of summer here. It's the first day of winter down there, then, right? All right, so I'm going to try... Well, tonight was not a very successful night. I can tell you that much. That was the least successful night so far. So what would be happening right now? 20 meters? Or 40 meters tonight? I'd love to try to hook up with Sean real quick. I'm going to go to 40 meters. Hello. 1, 2. Oh, looks like I just lost. Yeah. Summer solstice was today for us. Check, check, check. Yeah, I just lost my left channel again. That's weird.
DJ from Kilo 8 Alpha.
Use the radios because the cool thing we got going on in radios right now, we got so many cool ones.
What do you generally keep your receive passband at? Say again?
Working well, so, and as I say, the gentleman...
I wonder if anybody wants. Sorry about being out of the picture so long. Wants to jump on? Can I go on 7? Yeah, I can. 7215. So maybe that extra 10 watts, like, that couldn't have done it.
Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf, Southern California.
Now, if you watched one of Mike's videos, K8 MRD, he received an antenna that was rated for 100 watts, and it clearly wasn't from his experience.
Hold on a second.
Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? This is kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf.
It could be. But, I mean, I went from 80, what? 88 watts to 100 watts? 87 watts to...
Well, that's fine. I mean, you can use RG8, and you can use LMR 400. But that toroid in there, in that box,
okay,
could be...
I heard you in there, Greg, but it's pretty noisy over here in Missouri. K0MAD.
Copy that, KE0MAD. I got your call sign right. Just trying to work out some antenna issues here. Don't know exactly what's happening.
somebody's tuning up.
Way too many static crashes for that on my end for us to talk. But anyway, hopefully you get to talk to one of the other guys that get in here. All right, Greg, catch you later. You know, I'm a little under the weather. My nose is plugged and solid up. So K6EGG, K0MAD.
Copy that, Sean. Always good to hear you on the band here, buddy. This is Greg, K6EGG 7215 from Southern California.
That's a good idea. I did not test that. I tested with an ohm meter.
No, you need that. What do you say?
Hold on.
Say again, sir?
WT9J.
Oh, hey, Terry. I hear you in there. WT9J. Go ahead. I'm sorry, I had a little bit of an audio problem there. You want to say again there, sir?
Yeah, I got a lot of lightning crashes here too, so it's hard to hear you.
How many watts you running right now?
Copy that. I'm listening on the SDR in San Jose right now. You are booming on that SDR right now.
Yep, that's what a 7610 and 1,000 watts will do for you. I'm on an Alpha Delta antenna that's 10 through 160 and about 50 feet in the air.
Copy that. I agree with you on that.
All right, well, at least I know I'm getting out tonight. And, dude, I'm so sorry. What's your location again?
I'll let you go, Greg. I'm barely hearing you in here with the lightning crashes. WT9J.
Copy that. WT9J. Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf. Anybody else on frequency here on 7215?
I think I hear somebody else way in the background there.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf in Southern California. Anybody else have a copy on me? CQ 7215. CQ. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
Yeah, I'm definitely bleeding in now. Definitely making up to Northern California. This is the SDR from Northern California. All right, Michael. Have a good night, buddy.
Nothing heard. Do a quick little audio check here on 7215. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf in Southern California. I accidentally brought down my audio level. This should sound a little bit louder. Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf in Southern California.
You're right, Travis. Definitely getting out there in Northern California area. Get some weird noises there, too. Sounds like somebody else is tuning up. I'll save your guys' ears. And mine. Is that an analog tuner or something? Doesn't look like I can right now. Once I move this, it moves the whole thing. So hold on. Kilo 6 Echo Golf.
Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
God dang, that sounds pretty delicious. It's a long tune, isn't it?
This is an audio check for Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf.
I think I got the audio I like now. I just moved to a lower frequency. Hold on a second here. Audio check 1 2 3 4 5.
Audio check 1 2 3 4 5.
6 7 8 9 10.
6 7 8 9 10.
Check 1 2 3 4.
Check 1 2 3 4.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think they're messing with me. Zero to
Of course, you always got the whistler out there.
drag the lower frequency. So just this part? To where? I don't know how to use this thing, to be honest with you.
Greg, adjust that right side of that green bar over to the carrier center.
Just like
this.
my
There you go. Now you're what you
goodness.
sound like.
Oh my goodness. What a difference.
This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf. Audio check on 7215.
Oh my goodness gracious. That sounds so much better. Oh my Lord.
What a difference this thing sounds in full range. This is Kilo 6 Echo Golf Golf.
How you say that?
Oh yeah, I like the way this sounds. I took a little tiny bit of low end out there. Just a little bit.
Got nobody whistling, so that's a good thing.
Oh, I like the way this thing sounds right here. Beautiful. Thanks for your help there, Sean. K6EGG.
Yeah, I got lots and lots of static crash to Greg. I think I'm going to go QRT. I think I'm going to the easy chair. So, Greg, K6EGG, and everybody on the stream that's listening, this is K0MAD in Missouri. Catch all you guys later. 7-3.
Copy that, Sean. 73, KE0MAD. This is Kilowatt 6 Echo Golf Golf in Southern California. Just doing a quick little last audio check here on 7215.
Holy moly, that thing sounds awesome. Ow. So the whole time I was talking there, I did not, and I repeat, I did not have the SWR problem. So I'm going to lower my power for FT8. I don't know why it's doing it, but I'm going to lose that too.
Okay,
and see if it still does it.
So I was going to mention the antenna that MRD was using. It's rated for 100 watts, but FT8, he had to back it down. So the antenna you're using may be the same thing. You can't run a full 100 watts. Back it down to 80 or 60 and see what it does there.
Let me see what it's rated for on FT8.
It doesn't matter what it's rated for. It's what your radio says it's doing. They can sell you on the website, say it does 100 watts. It's not going to do 100 watts. So you have to back it down.
This thing says it will do 300 watts, maybe on voice.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mike can do 100 watts on voice, but FT8 or digital period, he has to back it down.
Oh, there you go,
to
right here.
80 or 60.
All ratings are in watts PEP, so I'm not doing PEP really because I'm talking longer. Well, it's transmitting longer. SSB or CW mode and transmitting 50% of the time or less per intermittent commercial and amateur standard. So obviously I'm not doing that because I'm working FT8. And Sean, once again, 73s. These ratings do not apply to long key down power applications where the matching network could overheat. Derate accordingly for these modes. As you see there, I have to lower the power on FT8 for this. But it's rated for 300. You figured it'd be rated at least for 150, right?
Yeah, that's the thing. The people that have built the antenna is, they tested it and they're saying, oh, it's going to do this. But when they ship it out and the consumer gets it, it's not going to be the same. If you watch Mike's video, I don't know which one it was. It's been a few months. But he realized that one of his in-fed half waves is good for 100 watt voice, but it's not good for 100 watt FT8. So you have to back it down to 80 or 60. I can't remember if it's 80 or 60, but you have to do that. You don't have SWRs or you don't heat up your antenna.
So which I did. So I'm looking at this in-fed half wave for 4010, which you suggested and a couple other people suggested.
No, I suggested the 8010.
The 8010. That's the 130 feet one.
Yeah, I suggested the 8010, but since you don't have the real estate for it, I don't know the specs on the 4010.
Yeah. So this. All right. So let's go to the 4010 because this is what I got. I think. Yeah, I got the 4010. No tuner needed. 63 feet, which is good because I need that. You guys saw my backyard. Now you know what I'm working with. Resonant on 40, 20, 15, and 10. All right. Work bands with tuner at 100 watts max. So would it be 12, 17, and 30? 1 kW for voice, and 250 for digital modes. So basically that's 25% of what it can handle on voice. So let's just say using that algorithm, I should be running 25 watts.
Yeah, try 50.
It should do it 100 FT8 with no problem. Jesse's saying.
Yeah, FT8 50.
I can't believe 12 watts made that big of a difference. 13 watts. So I backed it off.
It's like they told me when I first became a ham. Before I tested, antenna, coax, everything else doesn't matter. Antenna, coax.
So using this, go ahead.
But since I ordered my, I emailed Mike. I was like, hey, I had locals tell me, hell, you just need RG8 or RG58 50-foot run and hook it up to the infed half wave and you're good to go. I know one person's running RG213 but with the infed half wave, and he does good results. But the bigger the coax, it does receive better, but you don't necessarily need LMR 400. It's just antenna placement. Your antenna.
Well, I was losing 12 watts. 12 watts is a lot of watts.
Yeah,
or 13 watts.
Yeah,
and also you got to think about sorry about that, not up on the microphone. You also got to think about and I'm going to get to Greg in here in a second. You also got to think about the receive factor, because I'm not losing that signal down the feed line. So those far away stations are not. The other thing you need to think about is, with a longer antenna with a smaller coax, I'm getting just stuff getting into it, like other noises from the house.
Yeah, I've got 150 foot. I've got a 150 foot run of LMR 400 going into my Comet GP9 meter 440 vertical.
So, pardon me there. Greg brings up a good point, which I didn't know, and this is what I was worried about. Says the MFJ only uses one toroid. Pardon me if I didn't pronounce that right.
Toroid.
There you go. Ferret will not handle 100 watts at digital. Needs to have two for it to run 100 watts digital.
Yep. So digital wise, you got to back it down.
Okay. So, and I'm keeping an eye on this because I backed down the power. Looking at this thing, how can you tell if it uses two? This thing looks like it's made better just by looking at it. Oh, you're not okay. So this thing already looks better, and I bought this mounting plate so I won't have that problem. And since I backed the power down, it's been decent for right now. That's what I'm thinking. So this should help out my getting out a little bit better. This thing just looks like it's made a little bit better, because the MFJ is plastic, and it says don't use in the rain.
So you're talking about the infed you bought that's on its way?
The infed that I'm using right now, the MFJ, which there's other names for it. They're not a sponsor of the show. I do not have sponsors. I do not want a sponsor. There's other names for that place.
Fine junk.
I wasn't going to say it, but you said it anyways. Yeah, the outside is made of plastic, where the coax is connected to. In fact, one screw already came off, which I might be sending it back to them. If you see there, I've been running for the last 6 minutes. I think I've been timing this. And this is about the time it started at 100 watts. Right now I'm running what I was running before, or at least mathematically, according to the equation there that on the website for the coax loss was what I'm running what I was running before, which is 87 watts hitting the antenna in theory. So it should not overheat right now in theory. Trying to think here. The reason why I wanted to get that antenna is because it had mounting brackets that I can mount to, and it just looked a little bit more built well than the MFJ. It also looks like it has thicker lead line for the antenna. I think it was RG16. Let me see here. What's that? Hold on.
8010.
Let me get you back there. I was losing you there. Say again.
When I sent you the link for that 8010, my friends were like, "Oh, it doesn't come with the the U-bolts for the mounting hardware." So I was like, "Well, gee."
Well, you actually can select it here. I don't know if you're watching the feed there.
No, my Discord's all screwed up. I can't get it pulled up.
Okay. So it's also 16 gauge wire, which I think is a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
Because I think they used 18 gauge on the other one, if I recall right from just looking at that. Like I said, this thing, I don't like the way, I don't like to think, oh, this thing looks bad. I mean, the other one looked bad. But this thing looks like it's built a little bit better. This looks like it's some sort of ceramic or something like that, at least.
What, the 80...
Well, the 4010, because I'm looking at the 4010.
Yeah, 4010. Yeah, it's the same as the 8010 that if you got it from that website I sent you.
Yes.
It's
the same casing?
Yeah, it's the same casing. It's flawless. It's not junk.
No counterpoints needed. Grounding cable at entrance of home is recommended, which I'm not going to do. I know this is rated for. Go ahead.
I know the guys that run the 8010, and they don't even have it grounded. Guy down the road has it on his privacy fence, and he doesn't even have the ground hooked up.
I'm not going to run a ground. I don't need a ground here.
No, you're fine.
So I don't know if you can just see Colin's thing in here. MFJ auto tuners are great. The only problem is I've had the MFJ gear is soldering is sometimes a bit on the dodgy side. I know what you meant because you were. I know what you meant there. I screw up typing all the time, so I get it, Colin.
Yeah, I do.
Trust me. I got you, brother. Yeah, so it's amazing that the 13 watts made that big of a difference. So it got me over that edge. So at least I know the coax is working right? Right?
Well, that's good.
And I know it's not the coax. So this thing, it says it's rated for 250 watts on digital mode, so it should be able to handle 100 watts fine. I will put this in the chat. You guys can read through it. Tell me what you think. Jump in Discord if you got anything you want to tell me about it. If you heard anybody that's had one that doesn't like it, I don't know when it's coming. Wow. That's the 8010.
My less than $100 infed half-wave will be here tomorrow.
Nice. So you getting all your stuff here, huh? So this is the one.
Yeah,
I've
already got the RG58 50-foot run, the coax antenna will be here tomorrow. Don't know when I'll get it put up, but it'll be here.
This is the one I was looking at. I probably should have gotten this one. It's probably made a little bit, but whatever. It's 14 gauge wire. By the way, this thing is not overheated, and I've been running continuously for, I don't know, 10 minutes.
Nice.
And I've been making a bunch of contacts now, so maybe it was also probably splattering. So I hope you guys actually learned something tonight, because I sure as heck did. Thank you there, Phil. My antennas are the ones that are the real deal. Do you make your own antennas, or do you sell antennas, Phil? So I'm going to keep her at 80 whatever watts for now, and I'll jump up to 100. I don't know if it'll make that big of a difference. Sam.
Yeah.
I know you're losing your voice here, so I'm going to cut this short. Just a yes or no. You should also use a common mode choke at the short length of the coax. This said it didn't need one, but neither. Okay. Sam, have you been studying?
Yeah, off and on. I do about 15 questions, and I turn it off. But yes.
Are you studying for the one that ends in 2 weeks, or no, 9 days?
Yeah. I'm gonna keep doing that, and then once 2 weeks is up, I'll jump on that one, and I'll see what happens. And I'm not gonna stop, but if it changes, I'll do it until it changes, and then I'll keep going. But with all the crap I got going on, I'm just taking it day by day. When I feel like studying, I'll study. But yeah, I'm not giving up.
All right.
Because like right now, I woke up this morning, I could barely breathe, talk, or anything, and right now I sound like I've been smoking a carton of cigarettes a day.
That's what you said earlier.
Yeah, so I've been focused on that, and yeah, I'm studying. It's off and on, but I'm studying slowly.
All right. Well, just gonna back off the power a little bit more there, just in case. I'm gonna be back tomorrow. I won't be on Friday. I don't know. Probably about the same time. I'm very full right now. What's that?
I said text me before you go on.
I will here. I'm just trying to read this with this thing in the way. I'll see if I can find any one combos. Use those coax as counterpoise. I don't think this uses the coax as an antenna or counterpoise.
Well, there is a way that your coax can be your counterpoise.
Yeah,
It depends on the length.
I think I'm going to stop transmitting because it's starting to do it now. It took longer this time.
Was it overheating again?
Yep.
Oh, hell.
So at least I know the coax is working.
Yeah?
I should have got this one, though. Oh, well. This is 16 or 14 gauge wire. It's a little thicker.
Oh, hell, you can change the wire out anytime. You got the box. You can put any gauge of wire you want on it.
That's true. I think this 4010 here is probably going to do much better than this MFJ antenna. California something I thought you took off a while ago, man. I hope you guys learned something today.
Travis is still in here?
He is.
Oh, boy.
I sure as heck learned something. That's for sure. You guys got to see my backyard and actually get to see what I'm working with, and now you guys are like, oh, that's why you can't get a 135-foot antenna in the backyard. Unless I put it around my house or something twice.
No, run along the fence. Make
Zero
make
chance of that happening.
Yeah, I know.
Zero. So yeah, so hopefully I'll get this antenna in the next week. I'll get this baby up and see how it does. And I'm gonna shut the radio off for tonight on a balloon. I'll put it on a Chinese spy balloon. How does that sound?
Oh boy, here we go.
Save your voice there, Sam. Keep studying. You guys take care. I appreciate you guys watching tonight. I'll put Sam's name in here, which I forgot. By the way, you guys saw this earlier? That is actually from the North Korean news channel I picked up. So, I don't know. Just wanted to be different. It was my test pattern for today. I was doing some testing before I got on. But you guys take care. I'm glad I learned something today, in all seriousness. And at least you guys get to see my setup and exactly how I did it. I know it's rigged, but it works. And I know my coax is good too. So it just the antenna just not settling with it. So anyways, you guys take care. Have a good one.